Good morning students. Hope all are fit and fine. Today we are going to learn pronouns. What is a pronoun, children? A pronoun is a word that is used in place of a noun or noun phrase. To understand its purpose, let us discuss an example. Mr. Kapoor is a teacher. Mr. Kapoor is to retire in April. Mr. Kapoor's colleagues are planning to give Mr. Kapoor a favorite. How does it sound, children? It sounds boring to listen. Yes? Now listen this para again. Mr. Kapoor is a teacher. He is to retire in April. His colleagues are planning to give him a favorite. Now it sounds an interesting one. This is because the repetition of noun, that is Mr. Kapoor, has been replaced by pronouns like he, him, his. So let us discuss pronouns, case of pronouns and types of pronouns in this video lecture, children. So let's start. First, let us understand what is a pronoun. A pronoun is a word used in place of a noun or in place of more than one noun. Children, by itself, a pronoun conveys no clear meaning. Its meaning only becomes clear once you know what noun it stands for. So, the noun that the pronoun stands for is called the antecedent. For example, you can see, children, here, Jane has finished building her bookcase. She is ready to stain it dark brown. So here the nouns Jane and bookcase are antecedents. Why? Because in place of them, pronouns like her, she and it have been used. Types of pronouns. Children, there are 8 types of pronouns, that is personal pronouns, possessive pronouns, demonstrative pronouns, reflexive and emphatic pronouns, interrogative pronouns, relative pronouns, reciprocal pronouns and indefinite pronouns. So let us understand the meaning with examples of each. First, personal pronouns. Personal pronouns are associated with a certain person, thing or group. Usually, children, pronouns have 3 cases: nominative, that is subjective, objective and possessive case. The case depends on the pronoun's function in the sentence. A first person pronoun is the one speaking. A second person pronoun is the one spoken to. A third person pronoun is the one spoken about. Look at this table, children. Subjective case, first person I. Objective case, it will be me, and possessive will be mine. Similarly, second person subject will be you, object you, and possessive yours. Third person subject, if it is male it will be he, if it is female it will be she, if it is neutral it will be it. Objective case, male him, female her, neutral it. Possessive it will be for male his, for female hers and for neutral its. This is all about singular. When these subjects, objects and possessives are plural, then in that case, first person subject we, object us, possessive ours. Second person subject you, object you, possessive yours. Third person, whether it is male, female or neutral, subject it will be they, object them, possessive theirs. Now let us understand case and personal pronouns. Always use the nominative case pronoun if the pronoun is a part of a subject. Look at the example, children. My sister and me went to the movie. Here, using me in the subject position, that we all know, children, my sister and me here in this sentence is a subject. So me is a part of a subject. Using me as subject is incorrect. Rather, we should use I. My sister and I went to the movie. This is the correct use. Always use the objective case pronoun if the pronoun is the part of the object. Look at the example. My sister took a picture of him and I. Here, I at the object position is incorrect to use. Whereas we should use me in place of I. Personal pronouns are called personal because they indicate a person speaking, spoken to, or spoken about. Personal pronoun refer to a specific individual in singular case or a group when it is plural. For example, I saw you when she talked to them. So in this above sentence, the pronoun I refers to the person speaking. I saw you. So who is speaking here? I. The pronoun you refers to the person spoken to. So I is speaking to you. When she talked to them, and the pronoun she and them refer to persons spoken about. Now next is number and personal pronouns. The number shows whether the pronoun refers to a single person or a thing or more than one person or things. It tells what verb we have to use, whether singular or plural. He is late using singular form of the verb be, is. We are late using plural form of the verb be, that is are. Because the subject is singular he, that's why is has been used. Because in the second example the subject is we, that is plural, so plural verb are has been used. Remember that the pronoun you, whether it is singular or plural, always takes a plural form of the verb be. Look at the example, children. You are late. You were late. Gender and personal pronouns. Some of the personal pronouns have gender, which means that they are masculine, that is male, feminine, female, or neuter, neither male or female. Knowing the gender of antecedent, we can use a pronoun with matching gender. For example, Sumit is my brother. I like him. Because Sumit is masculine, so pronoun also is used according to the gender, that is him here. Next example, this is Samita. She is a dancer. So we know Samita is a feminine. So in place of Samita, the pronoun she has been used. This is my pen. Give it to me. Because pen is neuter, so we are using the pronoun it. Now type 2, that is possessive pronouns. A possessive pronoun indicates that the person has a possession of something. It defines who owns a particular object or person. The possessive personal pronouns are mine, yours, hers, his, its, ours, and theirs. For example, this pen is mine. Here, the possessive pronoun mine functions as a subject complement, and complement we have already discussed, children, that it is a expression used to complete the sense. Next example, this book is yours. So here it is, yours is a subject complement. His is on the table. So here pronoun his is a subject. It is a favorite film of theirs. So here pronoun theirs is used as the object of the preposition, that is of. We won't waste your time, so don't waste ours. So here pronoun ours has been used as object of the verb waste. Type 3, demonstrative pronouns. A demonstrative pronoun points out and identifies a noun or pronoun. This and these refer to things that are nearby, either in space or time. That and those refer to things that are far away in space or time, either in case of space or in case of time, children. The demonstrative pronouns this and that are used to refer singular nouns. These and those are used to refer plural nouns. Children, here you should note that is also used as relative pronoun. For example, I bought the diary that I wanted. So here you can see, children, that is used as relative pronoun, which means it is used to join two clauses. Next examples, this is the book I want, that is the pen he bought. In the above examples, children, this is used as a subject and refers something close to the speaker. That is also a subject, but it refers to something far away from the speaker. Next, this and that can also be used as objects. Examples, I want this, he wanted that. These and those are used to refer plural nouns. They can also function as subjects and objects. Look at the example, children. These are my books. I want these. So these are my books. These here pronoun is a subject. I want these. Here it is object. Those are his pencils. She wanted those. So those are his pencils. Those pronoun here is a subject. And she wanted those. Those here is an object. Type 4, interrogative pronouns. An interrogative pronoun is used to ask questions. So children, here questions may be direct or indirect questions. Direct questions end in question mark, whereas indirect questions end in full stop. Interrogative pronouns are who, whom, which, what, whoever, whomsoever, whichever, and whatever. Here note, children, who, whom, which can also be used as relative pronouns. Who, whom, and sometimes which are used to refer to people. Which and what are used to refer to things and animals. Who acts as the subject of a verb. Whom acts as the object of the verb, preposition, etc. Now let us understand these things with the help of examples. Which is your house? So which here pronoun is the subject. Whom do you want to invite? So whom pronoun here is an object of the verb invite. To whom do you wish to speak? Whom again here is the object of the preposition to. What did she say? What here is direct object of the verb say. These are direct questions. Now indirect questions. Whoever says that is a liar. So whoever here pronoun is a subject. You can marry whomsoever you like. So here in this sentence whomsoever is a object. Take whichever hat you want. Again whichever here is an object. Type 5 reflexive or emphatic pronouns. The reflexive pronouns have the same form as the emphatic, or they are also called as intensive pronouns. They indicate that the subject of the sentence also receives the action of the verb. The reflexive pronoun reflects the subject of the sentence. Understand with the help of example, children. She enjoyed herself fully. So here the pronoun herself is reflecting the subject, that is she. They will hurt themselves. So here pronoun themselves is reflecting the subject they. The sentence please give that book to myself would be incorrect, children. Why? Because there is no I here in the sentence. So use of myself will be incorrect. When several pronouns are used in a sentence, the reflexive will take either first person or second person. For example, Ram, Sham and I will come ourselves. You and Mohan should come yourselves. So here you can see, children, first person and second person has been reflected. The emphatic pronouns emphasize a noun or pronoun. For example, she herself decided to go. He himself is to be blamed. I myself will do all this work. You yourself are guilty. So children, how to differentiate between reflexive and emphatic pronouns in a sentence? How will you identify them? Very simple, children, it is. Reflexive structure is subject plus verb plus reflexive pronoun. Whereas emphatic pronoun structure is subject plus emphatic pronoun plus verb. So this is how you can identify reflexive and emphatic pronouns. That reflexive pronouns comes after the verb, whereas emphatic pronouns comes after the subject in a sentence. Type 6 reciprocal pronouns. The reciprocal pronouns are each other and one another. Each other is more frequently used than one another. But when more than two people or things are involved, then we use one another. We can bring two sentences together by using a reciprocal pronoun. How? Let us understand with the help of example, children. Ram likes Sita. Sita likes Ram. Ram and Sita like each other. All the three boys are quite different from one another. They help one another when they can. So here you can see children, Ram and Sita, two people. So we are using each other. In the next examples, three boys. That means more than two. So we are using one another. In the next again, it is they. They can also refer to more than two people. So it is used one another here. Type 7. Indefinite pronouns. The indefinite pronouns do not refer to any specific person or thing. The most common indefinite pronouns are all, another, any, anybody, anyone, anything, each, everybody, everyone, everything, few, many, nobody, none, one, several, some, somebody, someone. Look at the examples, children. All are equal in the eyes of God. So here it shows that it doesn't refer to any specific person or thing. Similarly, you can see in other examples also, children. She doesn't like this doll, let her choose another. So it can be any other, not the specific one. You can keep any you like. Anybody can meet him. Anyone can do that course. Anything will be done for the present. Each had an apple in hand. Everybody attended the meeting. Everyone was present there. I examined everything. Few can like his behavior. Many enjoyed the cricket match. Nobody was at home. None but the brave deserve the fare. I wanted to buy a novel, but I have no money to buy one. Several of the books were destroyed in fire. Many boys were present, but some were absent. Now let us discuss type 8, relative pronouns. A relative pronoun is used to join one phrase or clause to another phrase or clause. Some of the relative pronouns are who, whom, that, which, whose, etc. We use the relative pronoun who to refer to the subject of a sentence. Whom is used to refer to the object of a verb, preposition, etc. Look at the examples, children. The boy who is wearing a red shirt is my brother. So here pronoun who is referred to the subject, the boy. Next example, the boy whom you met is my brother. So here pronoun whom is referred to the object brother. Who is used for persons, which is used for things, that can be used for both person and things. Now let us summarize what we have learnt. Personal pronouns refers to persons. Reflexive pronouns refers back to the subject. Intensive or emphatic pronouns emphasize the subject. Demonstrative pronouns points to. Indefinite pronouns are unsure, means we are not sure to whom they are referring. Interrogative pronouns are question words. Relative pronouns relate to sentences. That's all in this video lecture, children, and I hope you all will be able to make proper use of pronouns in the sentences. Thank you.